All right, welcome. So we are live on all the platforms. Today I have a topic I want to break down. Do diet plans work? A lot of people have this question, which diet plan is the best? Which diet plans work? Which diet plans don't work? You understand, to achieve results, you have to have a plan, right? When you have a plan, you know what to do step by step, and this makes it easier for you to accomplish the goal. That's why having a plan, whatever it is, everybody believes is super important. And I'm a big believer of that as well. When you have a plan, you make for yourself easier. It's like simply you can follow the steps without thinking much about that. So having a plan is super important. I'm gonna break down for you about diet plans. And now, if you wonder if you should be listening to me and why you should be listening to me, I tell you one thing, bro. I went from 114 kg 6 years ago. I've been looking for a way how to get really ripped, how to get that six pack and stay this way all the time. This was my goal. I saw that some guys are really ripped all the time and in a single digit body fat, not getting fat. And I was wondering what do they do differently? Because it's like logically there is only cause and effect, and if you make certain cause, you get certain effect. So I tried and failed, figured it out, and I'm gonna share this with you. I'm sharing this with you so you can have what I have, what I have, the results I have. I want everybody to have because I understand how fucked up somebody can feel if they are not in shape, if they are struggling to find the right diet, to know the right foods which would give them the best result. So I'm just dropping you those gems for free. And I really want you to change, bro. I really want you to have your dream physique, your dream results, because your body is actually perfect. It's like never talk trash about yourself, about your body. Always say positive things about yourself because your body is actually perfect. This I want everybody to know. There are no flaws in your body, and if you picked up from some time ago some kind of beliefs that big boned or slow metabolism or this or that, cut that crap out because our genetics are literally the same. 99%, even more of our genetics are the same, and only difference is the cause and effect. You give your body certain cause, you get a certain effect. You want to get in shape, you want to do what guys who stay in shape all the time are doing. So I'm about to break this down for you. So the diet plans, which diet plan is the best? Some people are preaching that not eating meat is so beneficial. Some other people are saying that you have to do fasting to stay ripped or even to get ripped. Other people's like me are using some high fat diet, and it works pretty much for everybody trying to lose bunch of weight quickly. So, bro, about diet plans, you want to understand one thing. All of them gonna work if you're gonna do the work. And this is a reality. But the one you want to choose is which is mostly familiar with your eating style, mostly familiar with your lifestyle. You know, if you are that kind of person who don't want to eat meat, who have some belief that we should not be eating meat, then vegan diet is your choice. You can do that. Uh, I never did that. I would never do that. I love eating meats, and I believe that God told us that eating meat is it's fine. I believe that it's all like going all around in circles in the universe. Some animal is born, and another gets is dead. We are producing the things we and meat is super beneficial for us, bro. So I am a big meat eater, and all I eat is big animals. It's like I'm not on carnivore diet, but I believe that our bodies need meat, especially when growing the muscles. But if your belief is that you should not be eating meat, then go for vegan diet. Uh, the most the best results you're gonna have from the diet which you can stick to. That's why it's super important to choose the diet with your values. It's like, again, if you think that you can't eat animals, then go on vegan. This is your values. You're gonna feel good on that diet because you believe that. If you are on the other side, uh, aiming to get some benefits from fasting, if you like not to eat on certain hours or to be without food, if you want that feeling when you get hungry, sometimes it might help, to be more productive as well. Because when we are hungry, we like we go for it, like our ancestors as well. They've been not eating all the time. They've been eating on certain hours, like big meals, and then they've been resting after eating. And after a while, they got really hungry. They became really sharp because they needed to hunt some animals, right? To get some food for themselves, for their families. So basically, when we are not eating about fasting, somebody are using those fasting diets or eating windows. When we don't eat, we become more sharp, more like aggressive in that way. It seemed like our ancestors been hunting food. So for some people, fasting works as well. But this is not a must as well to stay in your best physique. If it works for you, if you can stay this way, if you feel good without eating food, and especially if you have a lot of weight to lose, you can implement fasting as well. Now, when I started keto diet 6 years ago, when I went from 114 kg to 85 kg, when I lost bunch of body fat, I also been implementing that in intermittent fasting. But I did that together with ketogenic diet. I wanted the quickest results. So for me was tracking everything, what got me the best result, and also doing the fasting together with keto diet. So with keto diet, it's even easier to fast because, bro, when you're eating fats, you don't get that hungry. Your appetite really decreases, and it's like some people need to be reminded even to eat more when they start that journey on weight loss journey, because you still need that energy from food. You don't want to cut out the calories totally, but some people feel that they don't want to even eat that much when they go on high fat diet. So this is kind of benefit. It's easier to stick with it, especially when you're trying to lose bunch of fat. So that's the thing. My favorite diet is ketogenic diet, but I do this type of ketogenic diet like cyclical ketogenic diet. So this diet is mostly beneficial for athletes or for somebody who are already in shape. So if you are someone who has around maybe 15% of body fat or above, what I would do if I was you, I would go on high fat diet, really to cut out the fats, to go to single digit body fat, single digit body fat percentage. So this could be 9 or 8% of body fat. And after that, I would play as well with cyclical keto, the diet which I do. So for example, today I smashed weights. This was my last workout before doing the carb loading days. So the cyclical keto is like 5 or 6 days of ketogenic diet without carbohydrates, only a moderate amount of protein and healthy fats. And then 1 or 2 days we do carb loading. So that carb loading we fill up with glycogen. Glycogen is the energy source which is coming from carbohydrates. And mostly athletes and professional bodybuilders are using that cyclical ketogenic diet because this diet helps them to stay ripped all the time, to stay in really low percentage of body fat all the time, and still not sacrifice the muscles. So once I started keto 6 years ago, I really went quickly to single digit body fat. And but I also experienced that muscles started to shrink, on ketogenic diet. A lot of people, you can see their faces become much smaller because they get rid of almost all body fat. They also getting rid of water weight, but also muscles tend to look smaller on those who are doing only traditional keto all the time. So once I got rid of bunch of body fat, I wanted to build up the muscle mass, and I wanted that lean muscle mass. So I started doing that carb loading days. And the first day after carb loading, I still remember, bro, I went to the gym after having a couple of meals. That pump effect, when your muscles are filled with blood, that pump effect was so incredible, like never before. Like some pre-workouts, you might feel that you have bigger pump after taking a pre-workout, like your muscles look bigger, you know. You have experienced that. But when you deplete your body from carbohydrates, you go on keto diet, you like get rid of water weight, muscles tend to look a little bit smaller. But when then you fill up your glycogen stores when you do those carb loading days, that pump is incredible. My friends, like good friends, saw the picture from the day I did the first time the carb loading day. He said, "You look like a monster. What happened to you? You look like this and that weight." It seemed that I gained a lot of weight, because the muscles being so huge while the waist was small. And this is what actually happens all the time, when doing that cyclical ketogenic diet. I love that diet so much because you can experience the benefits of the traditional keto. So all the time you are staying like in ketosis, in that state. A lot of people like doing keto because of also some mental benefits, productivity benefits. They say that they are more sharp on keto diet, that they can focus for longer, they don't need to sleep that much. It's like they need to sleep, of course, but if you felt before that after afternoon having some big meal, you become sleepy or you just need to take a nap, this stuff goes away when you start keto diet for most people, and including me, was the same effect. So basically, people like this diet, but as well as I train a lot, and for people who want more muscles, it's that cyclical keto is really a game changer. So how it works, if you ask, uh, you have to, again, you have to reach certain physique. You have to reach certain level when you are in single digit body fat. And this usually takes something couple of months, depends from how much of body fat you have right now. But the ketogenic diet is, I'm telling you, the quickest way to get into single digit body fat. And after you're on the certain level, you can do those carb loading days. Those carb loading days are not like cheat meals, It's not like that you just eat ice cream, Snickers, and whatever that goes. But you have strategically carbohydrates. Like you can eat oatmeal. I eat oatmeal in the morning. Like tomorrow gonna be carb loading day. My meal's gonna be oatmeal. So this is porridge. I mix it. I make it with almond water, and I add some berries like raspberries, blueberries instead of bananas, instead of sugar. I add berries and some sweetener like xylitol or stevia, because this is all sugar free. This is low sugar, and my goal is to stay lean, to stay ripped, and not to have any kind of negative things which comes from consuming much of sugar, so I don't add sugar at all in my carb loading days. I aim to eat still without sugar, and I feel great this way. So for breakfast I always have oatmeal, porridge, Then during the day, I have a couple of meals with some lean meat. So carb loading days, you cutting out the fats, but instead of fats, you're eating carbohydrates. So a little bit more of carbs and non-fats, and protein stays the same. So I eat some lean meat. I make it with either lentils pasta or some kind of brown rice. I just took a couple of packs of lentil pasta. Lentils pasta, I like lentils pasta or chickpeas pasta because it has as well a lot of protein, and they also have that kind of complex carbohydrates. Lentils, chickpeas, those kind of meals have fiber in them, so they are like complex carbohydrates, not quick carbohydrates, which is like buns, for example. They become sugar very quickly. This is a quick carbohydrate. When it turns into sugar really quickly, once you are eating it, once it's being digested, bam, you have that sugar bomb, you know. And complex carbohydrates, the ones with fibers, are slowly releasing sugar, and that those sugar levels in the blood are not raising really quickly, because after that quick raise, what people experience usually is quick drop, and those sugar drops are when they start feeling a little bit foggy, cannot think clearly, and I don't want that effect at all. So I aim all the time to keep my sugar level stable. So that's why I eat more complex carbohydrates even on those carb loading days. So that's the thing to keep in mind. Complex carbs always gonna help you to keep the sugar level stable, and this is super beneficial, you know. And that's basically it. I have for morning, I have oatmeal porridge with raspberries or blueberries, some sweetener like xylitol or stevia. Then a couple of meals, I have meaty meals, so some lean beef or lean chicken or lean pork or whatever lean meat without fats. Like fats, very little percentage of that meat is coming from fats, and most of it is coming from protein. So this is lean meat. And I also bought some lean cheese. So lean cheese has around only 10 grams of fat and 30 grams of protein. This is lean cheese. This one also you can have on carb loading days if you like. I like that to add it on my pastas as well. And that lean cheese is not raising fats much. Like fat intake is very low again on carb loading days, and it gives a lot of protein, and it's tasty also. So this thing I also eat, and I eat some snacks like protein bars sometimes on carb loading days. I have a couple of bars during the day so that I get my protein goal, and also those protein bars are also without sugar. They are mostly made with sweeteners, so that's what goes. I like this kind of eating, bro. Doing this, I'm telling you, first time I did that was 5 years ago, and the thing is, it's really beneficial. You can gain muscle mass, you have explosive workouts, and you have benefits of keto diet. Once I went on keto and I lost a bunch of body fat 6 years ago, I really liked that experience on high fat diet, that you are more mentally sharp, you don't have that brain fog, you have more energy. Uh, Before starting keto, I used to need to take a nap during the day all the time, you know. And even though if I slept 7 or 8 hours at night, still in the daytime, this was like feeling of needing a nap. Right now, this stuff is gone. You know, I would take a nap if I slept less than 6 hours. Then I would take a nap of 1 hour during the day, but this is only to get that 6 or 7 hours of sleep. I like to sleep at least 7 hours in 24 hours. So if I didn't have that at night, I might take a nap. But what I like on high fat diet, it's not, you don't have that brain fog after eating lunch, you know. And the belly as well feels like much more like empty, you know. You don't feel that bloated feeling You don't experience that because fats are 1 gram of fat have 9 calories and 1 gram of carbohydrate have 4 calories. So when you're eating fats, you need more than half less of fat to have the same energy like you would get from the carbohydrates. So carbohydrates, as it's much lower in energy in calories, it's only 4 calories per 1 gram. You need much more of them to have the same energy like you would get from fat, because 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. So your stomach is like this looks like when you are eating fats and you have the same energy. And if you're eating carbs, its stomach comes like this. You need much more carbs to get the same energy. You're getting it. So that's why I like this kind of eating, and it really goes well with my values and with my eating style. I like some discipline. I can be without carbohydrates for 5 days per week. It's super easy for me. Those high fat meals are delicious, and I still can do the carbohydrate loading days and still control what I am eating. I don't eat cakes, I don't eat ice cream, or I don't eat even fruit. I don't drink juice during those carb loading days. I only eat things which are aligned with my fitness goals, aligned with my physique goals, and yeah, that's something what works really well for me. It also worked for people who worked with me, and they liked that. They said that, for example, a guy sitting behind the desk most of the days, he liked keto diet very much because he didn't feel bloated anymore. And if you are sitting, especially, that the high fat diet is super beneficial. You don't feel bloated. You can even probably make your belt a little bit tighter, and it's totally different feeling. And he also liked that carb loading because sometimes he wanted to eat carbs after he went to certain level. He did the carb loading as well, the same like I do. So, bro, when choosing diet, is you keep in mind that most of the diet plans gonna work if you're gonna be tracking your macros. So if you're gonna be tracking how much of protein you're consuming, how much of fats you're consuming, how much of carbs you're consuming, if that's in your diet. If you get your numbers right, you're gonna be all right. Whichever diet you choose, it's gonna work. And when choosing a diet, you want to think about what mostly fits with you, with your values, with your eating style. Are you eating meat? Do you like eating meat, or do you prefer not to eat meat? Again, I love meat. I eat big animals most of the time, but the choice is up to you. We are all unique, right? We have different upbringings, different belief systems, and just choose the diet which really goes well with you, with your eating style. I tell you this honestly, because some people would say, don't eat this diet, don't eat this diet, this won't work. No, bro, all the diet's gonna work as soon as you're gonna hit your macros. Macros is the most important thing, and the diet, whichever you choose, you want to choose the one which goes best with your values. So that's it. I'll let you all go. I hope you find this useful. We're gonna speak tomorrow again. Peace.